Guess what? This is episode 320, the ugliest Hugh Jackman lookalike. Is that one of those? Is that one of those like the ugliest guy in this particular room? You know, it's like that.
Yeah,
you know?
like have you ever seen who is it? Henry Cavill with all of his brothers. Henry Cavill with all of his brothers.
They're
all
the ugliest
super
Cavill
handsome.
is like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, in this episode, we talk about the Quad Cortex Mini, and we finally get to hear it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We talk about dumb microphones, concerts, and rockets in space, and airplanes.
A museum that is USAF.
A museum. See you in the show.
See you. Pew.
Brother, it is so fucking hot.
You're telling me.
I hate it.
I did the wrong thing yesterday, Derek.
Did you cut the grass?
In a heat wave. No. Although my neighbor cut the grass, not yesterday, but the day before, and it was almost as bad. And I was like, fuck. But I got to be honest with you, my grass is getting longer before it's getting cut.
My grass is
terrible.
real long. Yeah.
But no, we went to a concert at the ballpark.
Oh, yes.
In the outside. That's, by the way, at the outside for anyone who is counting. It was, you know, they do the feels like, right? The feels like was reading 105 Fahrenheit. So true temperature was 95 degrees. You just have to accept it, right? You just have to be in it and accept it.
You have to surrender yourself.
Right.
In a way.
Yeah. I have never drank so much water. We carried, I think there were 5 or 6 of us in a group. I think we had maybe 15 bottles of water that we brought in a couple of like soft coolers. Yeah. They had said that they had, the rules were you could, this is the Noah Kahn concert, by the way, last night in Cincinnati, at the Great American Ballpark, which is what they call the baseball stadium, because Great American is an insurance company or a bank. I think my dogs have begun whining about not being able to go inside and see everybody. Anyway, yes, and I think the rules were that you could bring 2 bottles of water per person, and we had too many, and we were like, nobody looked in anybody's bag. I was like, why would they have limits? Like, come on, guys, like on a day like today. So nobody gave anybody a hard time about that, but I've never drank so much water and peed so little. Like, it's all just, like it. You know, if you're sweating enough, like that's the way it's gonna be.
Yep.
I think I might like almost 3 of them to myself. Hey, Ginny, can you be quiet, baby? I'm in the middle of something here. She's whining at the door,
sweetheart.
So yeah. Anyway, my wife's friends are in town. They're inside watching Mean Girls for the first time with Aria. It's sort of a surprise party for her. She'd never seen the original Mean Girls.
Wow.
There's lots going on. There's lots going on, Derek.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Nothing. My kid is going to be 4 soon.
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm on, we're in the month of the birthday now, and I'm just like, oh, like, I'm sure you felt this way where you're like, how did this happen? I'm missing all of it. And yet I'm here every single fucking day.
Yeah.
Right? Like I could not really be more present.
Right.
In our current situation. And
you're
like, it
everything.
still feels like I'm missing all of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's a weird feeling.
For sure.
But yeah. And Lucas's thighs are bigger around than Jack's right now. Because he's got like super chunky baby legs. And it's fabulous. He's just absolute tree trunk in it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. He's packing it on. Which is great. So we're like out of the woods as far as some of that early birth stuff. But yeah, craziness. I'm just like, anyway. I've had the Nano Cortex, not the Nano Cortex, my God, the Quad Cortex Mini for what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks now?
Yeah.
And got it going in Discord tonight.
Yeah.
Lots of trial and error previously. we really stumbled our way through it.
Yeah, turns out probably was just a turn it off and on again thing why we couldn't get any sound last time. But we failed. So anyway.
But we got it figured out.
Figured out.
I've been playing a lot more guitar, which is great. I was kind of, suffering through the slumps of not playing just for no real reason, kind of like I didn't have anything to practice for the band. The band's kind of on a hold right now while Allison is still overseas. And, I got other things I need to see to, and it usually ends up falling down the priority list pretty quickly.
Nothing totally
but when a new
pushing on you to do it,
Exactly. But when a new piece of gear arrives, it always does kind of reignite the I want to play guitar thing. And this is doing that it's going gangbusters, I guess we can say. So yeah, it's been, I don't know. Suddenly it's July, I guess, you look down and like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I get it. No. Time. What is time?
A flat circle. Should we talk about guitar tone?
We can do it.
You got some of this? Look at that. I got my guitar is in my hands.
The guitar, it's here. And then you're the stinger.
The
classic, Derek. Come on, you can do it.
Yep,
yeah.
Wait. Yeah, we go.
That's it. Right. Live and in color, as they say.
There we go. So instead of camera fiddling, I have the Cortex Control app here up, which is plugged into my Quad Cortex Mini. So what you're seeing here is exactly what I'm seeing on the device itself, with the exception of this sidebar. So this is basically the whole list of stuff that you can add. So this is a Derek tone, and this is what we were talking about last time. It is based on, I think if I have to do the clicks here, this is based on a Brit 2203, which is a JCM 800. And the cabinet for that is a Marshall 1960A with a 57 and a 160, like we talked about last time. So that's like the real heavy lifting of the tone is... I know it sounds pretty bright, but I like it. So there you go. I want to move my window around so I can still see Justin's face. There we go. Okay. So I've got I'm running two paths here. This is just one long continuous path, basically. So I'm coming in at input number 1 right here, right into the transpose block. It's kind of, I've understood to be a best practice to put, if you're using a transpose block, to put it right at the beginning. It should be the first thing hearing your guitar to get the most accurate and direct thing. So it should not be after any effects and whatever else. Good tip. Next, I have this adaptive noise gate utility. The gates in this stuff are so good. They're so good. Even at their like lowest noise reduction or thresholds, they work perfectly for my guitars and absolutely preserve the feel of them while also cutting the kind of annoying stuff about them. Like all this like kind of quiet, I don't know if you can really hear it coming through.
A little bit. I can hear it, yeah.
This like all these little like guitar sounds. Turn the gate back on. It just kind of puts a very little edge
gate
on that.
Yeah, it's
a very good gate. So I like using those. I had the global gate on when I was using Helix as well. The next thing is a phase 95, which I think I've got set to phase 45 mode because I like them real subtle. And so now, like, this is a modulation block, and here's the whole list of modulation stuff that we could add into this block or any of these blocks, which is very cool.
Wow.
Over here, not connected right now, but is my volume pedal. So I put my volume after that stuff. And then also here's my effects loop. This is where the rest of my pedal board would be inserted. And then in the quad cortex, this is the clon, like a real one.
Ah, okay.
All right, this is yeah. So here we go. And it's set to noon, like across the board, and it sounds fucking awesome.
There you go.
So like,
so you, I see you like titled it and everything. Myth Drive.
What do you mean? So Myth Drive, no, that's the name of the device in the list, and this is so like we've got Fuzz Pi, right? That's a big muff pi. Chief DS1 would be the boss ODS1 or DS1. Okay. Oh my goodness. And then
I'm interested. Yeah. Then you said I thought you had put a pedal into it.
No, I'm sorry. This is not a capture. This is not a pedal capture of my gear. This is one of the effects built in. So this is the neural. This is their clone that they have cloned across all ranges, right? Because when you do a pedal capture, it is that setting frozen in place.
Yeah, you can't adjust the settings after the fact.
So the block itself has like a global EQ, kind of a bass, middle, treble, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's really just kind of shaping what's already there. So it does not, it obviously cannot capture how the pedal interacts with itself at different settings.
Okay.
So just something to like keep in mind. So if you have one of these pedals you're capturing that maybe you use 3 sounds on, like you have to capture it 3 times. You have to capture all 3 sounds. Anyway, then what else? I have on a single foot switch these 2 time-based effects after the cabinet. And this is a tape delay. And a big reverb. Just a big hall reverb. Turning those off, I have an always-on room reverb. Which I used to do a lot. Because without
very
a little something,
dry otherwise, yeah.
It's incredibly dry. There's even now an ambience reverb, which I think is specifically even focused for in-ear monitoring mixes to give it like some actual, like because that headphone is so close to you, you know.
Anyway, it does sound like even a smaller. It's like a ambience without sounding even like a room, just like sounds like it's in a space of some kind.
Right.
Interesting.
And then my transpose block right there.
Yep.
And then this is really crazy because you can just like, where am I looking here? Just all the way down, dude.
It was almost a little bit of a P-bass sound there for a second.
So to come down 1 or 2 or 3 semitones on a switch like that is pretty great.
Yeah.
So that's a Derek tone. I like it. It's kind of like my main. I'm playing guitar for myself. I'm playing some songs. Like that's what I'm going for. I also have developed a tone I'm calling Mesa Bougie, which is based on a Mesa. And is kind of the more go-to thing for the pop punk and emo stuff. So here it is a dual rec channel 3 modern into I think its corresponding cabinet. Yes, again with a 57 and a 160.
California standard.
Yes, of course. This sounds like this. Oop, what am I? Oh, I got to turn off my effects loop because there's nothing plugged into it. Cool. Yeah. Also, there is still this has a 808 tube screamer up here. Just doing that trick to really tighten it up.
Yep.
And what's here? A tape delay. Yes. I haven't used this preset in a bit. awesome in the effects loop of the amp because because it's in between the amp and the cabinet.
Effectively.
Yep. Sounded real nice. And then the same room reverb over here. Just to give it a little space.
Yeah.
And I think, oops, oh my goodness. That's all that's on this one. And then the only other preset that I have made is a very simple dual amp setup that I was just kind of fiddling around with. So coming in, another adaptive gate. Oops. There we go. Into what's here? A blues breaker. This is actually a capture. This is a pedal capture of the exotic BB1. So this is a little bit different. This is someone else's pedal capture that I downloaded from the cloud to put into this preset. It splits here and goes into a Fender 64 Deluxe and a Plexi, 50 watt Plexi bright channel. The Plexi is getting a chorus. The Fender is not. They both have a delay, but they are synced to different notes. Let's see, the Fender is going into a Sur 212, which has Celestion V types. And the Plexi is going into a 412 Marshall with G75s, G12T75s. Those are both coming out and summing back in and going through a plate reverb. And then I also have this other crazy reverb down here.
And that sounds separate on its own separate line. It's like
on its separate line because it actually ran up against processing power per line.
Oh, okay.
So I had to move some stuff. And actually, what's funny is if you exceed the processing power, it starts to drop off other settings first. So it will sacrifice the global EQ and the global noise gate.
Okay.
So it's pretty interesting. Like I'll pull up a sound and like get fiddling with it, and then suddenly everything gets louder or gets like more hissy because it had to turn off the gate. I'm like, oh, interesting. So your like allowance of stuff per line is a consideration, but it always has been with modeling. So even on Helix. So
because they're FPGAs.
So this is the double amp sound.
Now, are you recording in stereo on your end?
I'm not, no.
Okay, so
and this is only coming out, this is like summing back to mono out of the hardware anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I've asked this question in the server. I'm not sure what the play is on dual amp rigs because this sound is the sound of those two amps put together. Yeah. That is a tone that I achieved by using both of these.
As if they're basically side by side.
Right. So there's that advantage, right? It sounds like those amps. But to get the real, like the do it right part of my brain thinks it should be in stereo. Is that right? Or is that crazy?
I mean, I think they're sort of separate things. I think either is correct, right? It's about kind of what you're going for. I think most of the time stereo makes it cooler. Especially because you're applying differences like one has a chorus on it.
Yeah.
So if those were in stereo, the chorus makes them sound even wider, but also just the sonic character differences. It's like when you're recording and you do like two, double guitars on the sides, changing something about one side of that, just even if it's like the speaker or the pickup on the guitar, changing to a different guitar, same pickup, little changes like that can widen them in the final mix, and I'll even go so far as to EQ them a little differently. I'll put an inverted EQ move. This is I don't know where I picked up this trick, but like if I just need a little difference, and I don't want to use like stereo widening necessarily if I don't have to. I'd rather get as far as I can otherwise. So find some frequency to kind of pull out, like some kind of aggressive frequency on one side to pull out and dip a neighboring frequency, typically like an octave off. So 1K cool. and 2K or whatever. So I'll boost 1K, and so I'll do a reciprocal dip a little bit lower than that. And so
there's room for the boost.
I'm just I'm not necessarily just boosting without, but I'm making a shape. And then the point though, the point that makes it work is on the other side, I'm basically doing the opposite. So if it was 2K,
so the delta is wider.
Yeah, exactly. So 1K,
Yeah.
2K, just as an example, the other side would be 1K, 2K, but the boost, I flip which one is the boost and which one's the cut. And they're just subtle little things, but it does give your ear something to grab onto. Because
That's cool.
That's how we perceive space, is differences
God, and
in time or shape of anything like that.
And like say I'm running stereo, and let me pull up the cab stuff here. Like this is the cab EQ curving and stuff like that. Not to mention
so you can
every
make
fucking
adjustments.
yeah. So I've been like low pass and high passing the cabinets just to get that like sub 80 hertz out of the way, and like the really harsh like upper 6K stuff. So I've been kind of just like making that broad shape on most of the cabinets I'm using. And I like how it kind of just like tightens up in the low.
It focuses where you're supposed to be when you're in a band.
Yeah, and it's just sort of a practice I've like kind of picked up. So and now playing through the FRFR cab, without it does sound so much more like woofy and kind of boomy. So I've kind of like conditioned myself, I guess. Anyway, so as far as like the mic placement and stuff, I just wanted to demonstrate this. Like you can move these things all around here, which is very cool and rad.
Oh, wow.
You can flip the phase on them and stuff. You can just turn them entirely off, change the mics around. This is a big list of cabinets, impulse responses for you to choose from.
Well, there's your panning too, right on that. So you have 2 mics on this cab, and you could even pan the 2 mics on the same cab. So that would be like a 57 and a Royer 160 sound very different from each other. So pan those left and right, even on one cab, and you'll get some subtle stereo difference. It's not like 2 performances.
Right.
Well, none of this is 2 performances, but like the chorus will create some kind of time-based delay difference.
Yeah, so let me throw on do a foot switch style. So here's this.
We won't hear the stereo, but
no, but it's interesting because only one of the amps is getting chorus, so it's kind of like a 50% mix right out of the gate. Even what is the mix on this? 72.
This is mostly yeah.
And the thing I've always, like when it comes to modulation effects, like I've always preferred or have grown to prefer them more subtle.
Yeah.
So I was like, only one amp getting a little bit of motion is even more subtle than dialing it down a little bit. So there's that. And then, these other pedal captures, or not captures, but the BB1. Right, it sounds fucking
nice.
insane. It's like, right, and again, like I have not adjusted any of the settings from that capture, but you could. So in here, it would tell me like I could still dial this back, but this is how it came from the download. And then over here, what was this? Right, the blues breaker, which I think is not on a foot switch. I think that's a great tone. I love that sound.
Nice.
And then both together. Getting pretty hairy around the edges here, but like... Cool. Cool, man. And then just for demonstration purposes, this is an empty preset. And from here, right, I could add any of these things. So I would start with an amp, most likely. I'm pulling the Bogner. Sure, why not? And then...
Whatever that was. The Bogner, whatever it is.
The Bogner
Uberlead.
And then the Bogner, that's has got to be a 412, right? So...
he's the Angle Pro V30.
Where's that one?
Right below your mouse.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. All right, stock settings, everybody.
Yeah. There it is. Are the Engel cabs all kind of fizzy, or is that just me? Like I have a couple of Angle amps that I rather like, models of. And every time I use one of their own cabs instead of like a Mesa or a Marshall, I feel like they're fizzy. I feel like they're going for something there.
Do I have an Angle? Is there an Angle in here? Oh. I'm just now reminded of the EVHs in here are fucking crazy. I don't see any of that, but let's just throw on this shit.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about this red and blue of 6L6 and EL34s.
Yeah, so that was EL34. This is 6L6, both the same channel.
Yeah. There's a difference.
So we don't need to hang out and like audition every right like that. Here it is. What cab are we in? Are we still in the Angle cab?
Yeah.
Oh, and that's back to the Bogner. My God, the ear acquisition or acclamation is already. Anyway, cool, dude.
Wow.
That's all I got on Quad Cortex. The rest of the stuff you're seeing here is more about like the scenes and the foot switch assignment.
It's menu stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Neural captures, like this is where any of your library of captures would be. These are all the ones that are included. Oh my God, look at all of them.
Jesus Christ.
I know, it's insane. Tons of amps. If I had the plugins, they would appear here. It's bananas, man. There are so many things. The reverbs and delays are fantastic. Compression has its own category. It's not just under like all of dynamics, which is nice. There's some other weird sounds you can get. There's a really good bit crusher, if that's your thing. I was fucking around with that.
Bit crushers can be really good.
It still felt guitar-y, which was nice. So
yeah.
Anyway, that's the deal, dude.
All right.
And then back to a Derek tone. Do we still like it?
Return to default.
Oh wait, hang on. I gotta turn my FX loop off. There we go. Oh man. At first, I'm like, oh, it sounds like it's in a fucking telephone. But
well,
now as
guitars it's in the mids.
I know.
Isn't that what we always say?
All right.
All right.
And that's Quad Cortex Mini, everybody.
That's gonna do it.
My device will be right back. I'm gonna put my guitar down.
Of course.
And just be like, damn, I think I'm just kind of thinking about my like getting up to speed time with stuff like HX Stomp.
Yeah.
And then later Helix. The path to great sound, to great guitar tone is much shorter. Mm-hmm. I think. Can I turn off? I can turn off my screen share, right?
Yeah.
There we go. No, okay.
And
Close this out of my face.
I think I am still hearing not hum, but like background from the amp.
Oh,
but it doesn't matter. It's just Discord.
I actually turned it off. I think you were hearing a fan in my hallway.
Oh, no worries then. It's fine.
Because it's at 100 degrees.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
But like, I think I was talking to Eric about this recently, and he mentioned like, not that it's a bad thing, but high gain tones have always felt easier to achieve with this stuff. And I'm like, I think in a way, yes, but also I don't know. I don't think clean tones are necessarily more difficult, but there is something, because with a high gain tone, there is like, I feel like not necessarily more rich harmonic content, but it is so crazed, but compared to a clean tone, you're hearing a lot more stuff.
I think that I almost think the density, I have often thought the same thing. Like, but for clean tones, but I think the way I've always come away from it is like, I think the true reason might just be that it's actually like, if you're thinking about how hard or easy it is to record a clean or high gain guitar versus a modeler, I think high gain guitars are in many ways harder to record good. And I don't know if this is just a me thing, but like I feel like high gain guitars, like, I don't know, there's something very specific about like the shape of getting it to fit in the mix and be really powerful without being too much of something. And whereas
Like it's kind of less forgiving.
Yeah, like there's even though there's so many different sounds that can sound good in a mix, but like the sculpting of it ends up being this very like detailed thing because you're just trying to push so much energy and stuff. Versus a clean tone, I feel like there's so many mic positions and I'm sweeping it all around. I'm like, I don't know, man, all of this is great. This is all fine. And I think it's the density, right? It's less dense.
Like sonic density?
Yeah, and therefore I have it's more forgiving. I can fit it more places. I can shape it easier. Like you know, compression on a distorted guitar, like what is that doing? You know what I mean? Like what are we doing here? That said, I still use it sometimes, but it's different.
Right, but like you're using it to a different effect, like that where there's nowhere else to go upward when you're already like in high gain mode.
What peaks am I compressing when it already looks like a sausage, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, so my feeling has always been, yes, modelers make more sense to me for high gain, but I feel like it's because of the opposite reason. It's because it's easier to get away with almost anything for clean. And I figure now that I'm saying it out loud, I think there's tons of people who would disagree with me and they're like, you just suck at clean tones and you don't know it yet.
Well, I don't know. Because I will say, I think clean tones on the neural stuff are better out of the gate than line 6. Line 6 cleans, Fender stuff, or even like the Vox stuff, felt very, like just kind of one-dimensional and more anemic, you might say. Like it was really missing some of the, like why is the Fender high-power Tweed Twin or something, or like the Twin Reverb not blowing my face off? Because like that amp would blow my face off in the room. And it didn't have the same, you could dial it there for sure. Like you could absolutely get it and it sounded cool, but the starting point was so much further away. And I don't really know why. That's what makes me think like in this world anyway, the clean tones felt harder to get a really good one that kind of operated in a similar way to a dirty tone or like similar way to my like amp in the room with me.
Well, but, that could be a similar thing though. The density is there covering up the playing response in a high gain, whereas even as a player you're feeling how unrealistic or un-3D it was on an older system maybe.
Yeah. Right. So, and I think that's possibly why a lot of my, air quotes, clean tones, bypass tones, are kind of crunchy because I wanted them to have this like real push when I would dig in physically with my pick. Yeah,
and that was the way to get it.
That was the way I got it, and I still think it's a cool place for me to start. I still like it because I've been making a conscious effort to get better with my volume knob or volume pedal or both to come down from that like kind of neutral starting point. So, like pedals and stuff bringing me up +1, +2, +3 levels of like intensity and gain. My volume knob bringing me -1, -2, -3 of that same thing the other direction. But anyway, rambling, thinking out loud, realizing my fan's really loud.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Because it's hot. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if one's easier to like make. I hadn't thought of it from the recording perspective. But like this Mesa tone that I started with, I was like, well, this is something I was working with in Helix prior to this setup. So let's try and go there. And it was just immediately like, yeah, it's already set to the tone we all want. It's
and then Neural eliminated creativity and novel sounds from the market by simply creating the starting preset
the
that
best
everyone
tones.
We've done it. It's the greatest tone in the world.
Look no further.
Yes, it's
over.
It's
just kind of like the chances. I mean, it's obviously not exactly like that, but the chances are much higher. You know what I mean? Like the chances of you opening it up and being like, well, damn.
Well, shit. It came with all these presets, but
Yeah.
I just needed the one.
I just need that one. So anyway, that's what's going on over here.
Fucking rad, man.
Fucking rad.
Hell yeah. What?
How long have we been going? I don't even know what we're talking about. It's been like a half hour. Okay.
It's been like a half an hour. It's fine.
Hey, I'm going to shoehorn this in.
Okay.
Right here in the middle because it's the middle.
All right.
Hit me with a sound.
Alrighty.
That's a good tone. The snare drum is hanging on for its life. It's like ready to explode.
All right, that's going to keep going for a while. That's that fucking Terry Date. That's that Deftones snare drum, you guys. I don't fuck around with snare drum. I bought myself that pack that has the Deftones snare drums in it, the White Pony snare. Mm-hmm. What?
I'm gonna fucking use it.
What
man.
else do you want? I have some other stuff that's like a more modern sounding, like the brass. Mm-hmm. You know the snare that's on like every heavy record now.
Yeah,
it's like a cannon. Yeah. It's almost the same sound as a kick drum.
Yes.
You know, I have some stuff that does that because you gotta, for records like that now, you have to at least be mixing some of that in. But because the Deftones one, it's pong, you know, like all the time. Anyway,
I remember that video that went around in the server of the guy like, oh, was he using a frying pan instead of a drumstick on his... Do you remember that?
No.
And we were talking about it. It's like what we're seeing here is mostly extreme performance. He was playing like so hard.
It was the arm of it all. But I could tell by the way the cymbals were moving under his sticks that like he was full body hitting it. But it's in the wrist, right? He was bringing it across the... And so I know he was playing too evenly for it to have all been like that. Like every snare hit with
the intensity at 1,000. Yeah,
right.
I saw a video of that same guy using a folding chair as a snare drum. Anyway, I was going to ask you here in the middle of the show that is here in the middle of the year, 6 months into 2026.
Okay.
Where's this going? Do you have a pick? Do you have a pick? Like a half of the year pick already?
Half of the... Oh, my God.
Maybe we simmer this, I guess, and we'll come back to it at the end of the show.
Can it be anything, or is this guitar stuff?
Let it be anything. I don't care.
It can be anything. All right. Let me just...
Because, in 6 months, we're going to be winding down and reminiscing about the year.
Gotcha.
Of gear and of stuff and, like, of picks and of things. And so I don't know. Like, what's in your early contenders, I guess, for the top of the year? I probably should have warned you about this question, so we could revisit it later.
Well, I'll tell you, we did. Is this thing in the notes, by the way? Is this something we're planning on talking about?
It is.
Okay.
I threw it in there because I thought it was whatever.
I clicked on it, and I gotta be honest, I don't know what you're about to tell me about. So this is interesting. Okay.
All right. Let's pivot. And talk about the notes,
I will say we did something this morning that I've been meaning to do, and for a long time. I took the day off from work today, and I was gonna put this as pick of the week, but then you just
taking
asked
the
me,
day off work.
And,
nice.
My half year pick. No, but I started thinking, I don't know. This could be the half year pick. So I don't know now. What do you? Should I be saving this, or are we gonna?
Jeez, I say this also. It's not like I have a half year pick.
Got it.
I got nothing. So I just was like, I saw somebody mention like, 6 months in. What are your top six?
Wow.
Whatever. Okay. So I was like, that's fun. Oh crap. I got nothing. Anyway.
Okay. So.
Hit me with a sound.
All right, we're sounding again.
Okay, good. That's enough.
All right, yeah, it's going to play another long one.
Okay.
All right,
we can talk about this, the U47 Bon Scott Edition. I don't know anything about this, but I know that Bon Scott was the original singer of AC/DC, and I wanted to see what this product does to Justin's brain.
Yeah. Okay, so this is by Neumann. It is a U47 FET, which is an extremely famous microphone that is very old but still in production. And I don't know what to do with it being a signature edition from a particular singer. It really...
I don't know anything about the U47. So, like, famous microphone.
It's a famous, expensive Neumann mic. Yeah, it's a... okay, so I don't know a ton, like I don't have like a ton of experience with them. It is a transistor-based version of a U47 that was originally a tube mic.
I see.
So, which would have been like, you know, one of the sort of we're talking about original microphones, original great microphones, you know.
Okay.
And then the FET 47 was the transistor-based version, the FET. That's what the FET is, FET, field effect transistor. Why would Bon Scott have why?
I'm just looking up the U47 FET. It's like a $4,400 microphone, it appears to be. Yeah, so, okay. That's not nothing. I don't know if this is more expensive or not, but
we need your consent
edition.
I have to give them consent to display this website? Okay.
Iconic Bon Scott graphics on the microphone body, which includes his signature and like his silhouette.
His silhouette there doing
rocking.
Yeah.
Early, a mic of choice for early AC/DC albums, limited to 300 pieces. And seeing this, I was like, what? Why are we talking about this and him and AC/DC and then immediately to like custom, like artist edition microphones, something we'd never hear about.
I do not think I've ever seen that, ever.
Like in the same way you hear about like an artist guitar or snare drum or drumstick or
signature
picks or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, so what would a singer's signature instrument be?
It's them, right? It's them as the person. But like, it's kind of just an interesting thing that microphones are like not this conversation. and now here's one kind of like...
If you were going to pick a singer who would have a signature microphone, and it's like a fancy fucking microphone, right? Because this is the other thing is like, why would... I cannot help but think like it does not fucking matter what microphone you recorded that guy with. Yeah. I mean, that sounds a little glib. Like obviously it matters a little bit. If you put them head to head, you'd be able to hear the difference between totally different microphones.
Well, and don't forget, Justin, without a microphone, you wouldn't have heard anything.
Do you have that in your pocket for me when as soon as I started?
This is why I put it in the notes.
As soon as I started getting, I'm gonna work Justin up into a rant.
Just for a bad joke.
I'm gonna wait for it to catch fire, and as soon as he starts to rant, I'm just gonna be like, well, now Justin.
Without microphones, we'd have no way of knowing what it sounds like. But no, you're right.
What the fuck is AC/DC really?
Dude, I get it. I know. This guy's been dead for a long time as well. There's that. So
that makes it so much worse.
Like so I say that, but also I'm like, okay, fancy microphone, signature edition. Someone would buy a Frank Sinatra something, right? And I'm sure that is
Frank
probably
Sinatra
more likely.
Something or a living. How about
Adele?
I mean, Adele comes to mind. Like there are tons of singers that come to mind, but there are plenty of singers for whom I feel like an SM7 or a fucking 58, an SM58, you know what I mean, would be their singing. Because like, what did like, I don't know, iconic, like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do. I feel like it's so stupid.
It's kind of, is it latching on to the success of AC/DC in a weird way? That record and those early AC/DC records were not great because of the U47.
Yeah. And I don't believe that any microphone...
It's the one they used. And
any microphone that had an XLR jack on it could have recorded that voice and been put on the album, and it would have been fucking fine.
It would have been the exact same outcome.
Yeah, they would have
same level.
Turned the EQ knobs a little bit differently or something, maybe.
Yeah. Is that a dog foot behind you or a tail? Oh, it's a tail.
It's a whole dog, man. She's coming. She's so mad that she's in here.
So it comes in an exclusive black wooden box with a booklet.
Whoa, well, you didn't tell me that. My tune is fucking changing. I got to scroll down here and see all the extra shit. Oh, we're going to look at these pictures. Oh, man. Look, the bottom has a minus 6 dB pad. The pad is only 6 dB. That's a useless fucking pad. This is a shit microphone. 10 minimum. 20 dBs is a good pad. 10 minimum. Oh, it's this Bon Scott on the back where you have the oh wait, there is a 10 dB. I thought this was a 10 dB pad, Mike. There's a 10 dB and a low roll off, but on the bottom of the mic, it said there's another output switch that is a minus 6 dB switch. So
weird.
Apparently switchable 6 and 10 dB pads. Oh shit, I take it back. This thing's fancy AF.
Listen up, Bon Scott.
Look at these pictures of him. What is it? There's like a signature on this booklet. No, it's just like a handwritten like date of birth. It says, oh my God. It's like a numbered.
A certificate of authenticity, perhaps.
So, I mean, so 300 of them. I don't think recording engineers buy these.
Who's this for?
Right. This is for AC/DC super fans. This is for people who have shrines to AC/DC in their, next to their man caves or whatever the fuck. Yeah, Derek, you couldn't stop me from saying man cave on the show. You couldn't prevent that.
I was not trying.
Here's a picture of this guy, shirtless as the day he was born, singing into a fucking U47 Fet.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's him grinning
He's missing
creepily.
a tooth. Got a little Hugh Jackman, though, in that photo.
This is the ugliest Hugh Jackman lookalike. What is this posed shot? And he's standing in front of a piano, so you know it's music.
Of course.
Technically speaking.
Yeah, the while singing pose is so clearly staged. I love it.
It's so rough.
Now really look like you're giving it.
The one where he's smiling into the camera, it's like, okay, you had to take a picture with this microphone because I guess you're. So now I'm being led to believe that while he was alive, he was apparently enamored by the U47 Fet. So this must have been one of those situations where.
It does say something about that in here.
Yeah. So the reason they chose this one is because he was particularly a fan of it or something.
It was the essential filter through which Scott's distinct voice became a permanent part of rock history.
Now, I will, as much shit as I was giving it, I will believe that a singer in a studio might have tried a few microphones and this is the one that felt good. The extent of which microphone they used and how much that mattered was entirely contained within. Did the singer think it was the best one? Then it was. Then they felt the best singing, and therefore it was the best microphone. So, I mean, that's true enough. This is fine. That's fine. I think it's really interesting. It'd be interesting to see if anybody else does this. It says that exact thing
right here on the page. Ultimately, the U47 Fet was settled upon as the right mic for Bon because it allowed his voice to both sit best with the guitars of Malcolm and Angus, but also portray the sonic character we were looking for in the songs. We tried it. It sounded the best for these reasons, and we went with it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is like, it's like studio management, right? Like when you're there with everybody, it's reading someone's face and like, which one are they jiving with? I believe fully that every producer and engineer in the room would have been watching him and whichever, and trying to basically like go with his gut without him knowing it to the, oh man, he seems to like how this one feels coming back into the headphones. So let's just, let's ride that wave. Right? Oh, there's something about this one. What do you think, man? Oh, I was just thinking the same thing. Oh, shoot. Lightning struck that day, and all this shit. Like it could have been any fucking microphone.
High voltage.
Like
AC/DC joke.
Well, it's like, Bono is famous for not giving a shit and singing into 58. Half the time, the 58 he was singing in the control room with doing the faders himself because he felt like it or something. And that's the vocal they kept because it was like, who gives a shit? And it's about the music. And that's enlightened in its own way, right? But not everybody, it's not to dig on somebody who wanted a little more ceremony or something, but it truly, there's no way this mattered except that it mattered to him, you know?
Yeah.
He just liked the way it felt in the headphones, man. The FET 47, man. Jesus Christ. Do you know what I think FET 47s are? You know what I think of? Kick drum, outside kick drum mic. Very famous outside kick drum mic, yeah.
Huh, okay.
What the fuck, you know what I mean?
I don't know. That's funny.
The
so
drummer.
I'm just thinking now.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to talk about the concert last night. It's something that just popped into my head.
Oh yeah.
Because just about like microphones and who gives a shit. What?
Yes, go on. I will tell you about the concert I went to.
Oh,
also.
okay.
Go.
The drummer of Noah Kahan's band has a microphone, and there's like a big gooseneck that sort of suspends it over his head. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those Shure, you know, the Shure like drum kit mic set that the Beta 52 is part of. It's sort of like this cobalt blue with a silver grill. There are smaller ones that are kind of like the tom mics.
Yeah, they like kind of.
It's
a weird shape.
It has this form factor where it's sort of a 90-degree, and you could swivel it. That's the vocal microphone for this guy, right? And it's sitting there, this drum mic hanging over the drummer's face. I just thought it was sort of funny. But like that's the thing. Like a tom mic is just, you know, 58s, 57s, 421s, E609s, all these things that are also guitar cab mics and everything, you know, and also you could sing into. It's all the same shit.
Yeah, it's the microphone that sounds good.
Right.
Big surprise, right?
Yeah.
Well, this microphone sounds great. We should try it on some other stuff.
I thought this about the drummer of Sleep Token, talking about when we're on tour and they talk about like it's this big thing. They accidentally tried the Audix D6 on the toms. It's a kick drum mic. How could you? You know, and it sounded huge. It's like, come on. Like, who cares? It's like, of course it sounded huge. Who gives a shit? So anyway.
I went to see Jimmy World and Thrice. We mentioned it last time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And this was the 25-year Bleed American tour.
Uh-huh.
And Thrice was great, by the way. Like I've seen them a lot of times now too. Both bands, Thrice and Jimmy World, among the best performances I've seen from them continually moving forward.
They keep moving up.
They keep getting better and tighter and tighter. And every time I'm like, this is the best show of theirs I've seen. And I think this was perhaps 7 or 8 times seeing Jimmy Eat World now, since college and stuff. So like, I don't know.
Every time's the best.
I have a pretty good core sample, you know?
At this point, we're approaching statistical significance.
Yeah. And so Jimmy Eat World comes out. They have this like, they have a backdrop in very close to the front of the stage, and they're all lined up in a row. And it's just kind of these big pillars, just because some kind of like stage design. Mm-hmm. And they're all in a row. Zach is playing some kind of small club kit, and they do like 3 songs from Clarity.
Okay.
And they're just kind of there vibing, and they're not moving around very much. They're just up there. And then kind of, I forget what they played. Maybe it was just Lucky Denver Mint. At the end of that, they come crashing into Bleed American. Strobe lights, fog machine, all that shit. The stage, you can see, is like being moved around, of course, in the background. The drum kit rolls off stage. Zach walks up to a second drum kit that's on the stage, the one for the rest of the show. People are up on there, like roadies are up moving, throwing pedal boards all around, and then like the lights come up, and it's kind of this like 50s, 60s TV show set, like a bandstand kind of design, but for 5 guys. So it's got this like multi-tiered thing and just kind of the big like panels and stuff that it gave me that kind of vibe. But the show was fucking great. They played Bleed American straight through and, you know, talked about it a little bit here and there, and it was just
fun,
great.
Man.
Awesome. Yeah.
That kicks ass.
Very fun. It's at MGM, which is a newer venue behind Fenway. So like attached to Fenway. And it's great. It is a really nice venue.
Cool. Big place?
Yeah. Big place. Yeah. I think if it hasn't already, it's absolutely putting the heat on House of Blues. That's, you know, within eyeshot.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's a much better experience than House of Blues. I mean, I ended up kind of stopping going there, you know. But
too depressing.
Yeah, I mean the list of shows there is endless. My God, but anyway,
Cool. Better than a ballpark, which I know it was being talked about in Discord.
that was
Yes, ballpark is not a desirable acoustic environment. But it's fine. It is what
I saw
it is.
Foo Fighters at Fenway in the stadium.
Yeah.
And I think we must have been in a good spot because I did not think like this sounds like shit. It was the loudest thing I've ever experienced, but it was I could hear the parts.
Oh yeah, I didn't have trouble hearing anything. I thought, I mean, you can tell it's not designed for that. Not really. Yeah. There was one interesting section where a particular song that has these sort of gaps in the phrasing also happened to be at just the right tempo for the size of a baseball stadium, that the echo
naturally slap back.
Was a perfect dotted eighth. And I was like, it was like da 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 boom. And the echo comes back, and I was like getting Marielle's attention, like, hey, listen, it's doing a little call and response here with the other side of the crowd there.
Thanks, physics.
But it's so loud when it's going, you don't really perceive the echo necessarily. And frankly, like, it's the sort of thing, like, the crowd is loud enough. They're louder than the echoes. Everybody's doing the light up bracelets.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
So they can, the first time I'd ever seen it was Marielle went to see Eras Tour Taylor Swift a few years ago. And that's in all the video. Like, she had one of the things, and it's like they're all like wirelessly synced, and they can do all. It's part of the people are part of the show. Their wrists are lighting up.
I think there's something like that for the World Cup currently.
Is there? That's cool. I mean,
I've seen something about it. Yeah,
it's cool tech. They're little cheap things they just hand out to 1 in 5 of the crowd. But I don't know how they decide, but they've spread them all out, and it's very like evenly covered over the whole thing about who has a wristband. And so he had that, and he had, I mean, shows these days, you talk about stage changes and stuff. There's a bunch of like shows, there's different parts of his stage that were themed for different songs, and he'd go do a little bit with them. The one in a car, and then the different one that had something. There was like a house, like a porch and a house, and it kept like assembling itself, and then he'd do something.
That's awesome,
and then it would open up the whole screen on the back. So they could do all this, like, it's like the volume, that special effects thing that
Lucasfilm.
I was about to say LucasArts. Yeah, Lucasfilm does for so they can, instead of shooting on green screen and the actors can perceive their surroundings, but it still looks good on camera. It's almost like that. Like, it's obviously not that high resolution or whatever.
Of course. Yeah,
you can
I know
make
what you're
that
talking
part
about,
of everything, and
it makes the concert more of a more
They've
of
been
an experience than just watching music be played. Yeah,
I think knowing that like what tickets cost, like way up in the nosebleeds where we were, and like big shows are expensive, and some of it, like, there's people that are right down there by the stage, and our friends and stuff who are scoping tickets and stuff and bought them for us, like, those are like $800 or something. Some of those, like, down on the floor tickets.
Jeez.
And I'm like, and this guy's like, he's not Taylor Swift money, you know what I mean? Like, this is somebody who's gone from 1,000-seat venues to stadiums over the past 2 or 3 years, and I'm just imagining, like, I don't know. I mean, this is all very, but if you're gonna be really expensive, they at least, like, everybody's kind of putting on quite a show these days. It's not just you kind of, I don't know. This is good, right? Because there was this whole thing of bands can't make any money anymore, and like merch is the only thing they actually make a profit on. So
I guess I still think, though, like, by and large, concerts, this is just, I guess, I feel like a broken record, everything being too expensive. Concerts are just getting very expensive. Jimmy Eat World and Thrice are not in high demand, I would say. Like, they're not in the mainstream, and it was not a cheap show to go to. So it was obviously, it cost more than I wanted to spend, and we were up in the nosebleeds. Yeah. So it's still, just in general, I've cut way back on concert spending.
I can remember thinking that like $40 was like, whoa, in your dreams. That's like, as a younger person, that's how I felt about concerts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now it's like, I mean, holy shit.
I don't know. I think, gosh, I mean, Jimmy World tickets were at least like 65, maybe something like that. That's like the all in. But and I was like, oh my God, album anniversary,
Yeah.
thrice, you know.
But so that's what I mean. Like they're doing something to earn that at least, I guess, is I guess my feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, true. All right. Should we get out of here?
Sure. We've got here.
Oh my God. Send it.
Wait for the drums. That one was all about the bass guitar, you guys. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear that in there? Rewind your podcast and play it again.
Crap.
We need to thing of the week or thing of the half year. I don't know. What are the rules now? What are rules?
I don't know. I got nothing. I was just gonna like obviously my pick is the.
Oh, your pick is still this. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We did. We went to that Air Force Museum in Dayton.
Oh yeah.
This only about an hour drive from me, and it is really something, you guys. I was completely unprepared. So
this happened to me once. Yeah, go ahead.
I went, my folks have been meaning to go up, and I was like, I've been meaning to go up there. So let's, they had Aria last night, and they were like, we're thinking about doing this. Can we take Aria to this museum? I'm like, only if you take me too. Yeah, come pick me up on your way. We spent a couple of hours there thinking we don't have to see everything. We can kind of like pick and choose a little bit, and it's not that far away. I was totally blown away. The amount of stuff they have here, I'm just like rolling pictures from their website. It's like there's like 4 giant hangars, and each is sort of an era of aviation. And plus another smaller building, but it's like standing in Sequoia National Forest, except they're all early ICBMs and the fucking Atlas and Titan rockets that sent Mercury and Gemini programs into space. And then
you can just walk up to it.
You can just, you're standing, you're like in it. We went through like one of the things, and we were like, wait, there's like 3 more of these. They have an SR-71 there next to a B-2 Spirit.
Oh my God.
Next to, there's an actual B-52 just in there, and there's like an F-4 next to it. There's an F-22. There's a C-5 that you can just walk through. It's like a flying basketball court. I can't, and all the way back to like, when planes were made of paper, you know what I mean? Like Wright Brothers level and World War I stuff, spacecraft. And then of course, and I will share the I'm just going to sign into my phone here so I can add a couple of other things.
There's an aviation museum here in Manchester that is exceedingly small. Are you dropping photos in? Yes, I knew this was happening. Oh my God.
I'm going to put these up on the screen in a second.
Holy shit.
So in the back of the space section, they have they call it a Luke Skywalker era X-wing, but anyway, now we have sequel trilogy X-wings. So this is the original X-wing, right? Complete with R2D2, who beeps, and I frankly think it looks.
Let me look at this guy.
It looks just like the thing, like his light package, Derek. Having spoken to you about this at length, I'm pretty sure this is exactly what you are building. Someone did the exact same fucking build. And then That's next to it, we have Darth Vader's TIE Fighter.
The TIE Advanced, yes.
Yeah, the TIE Advanced prototype, the unique TIE Advanced prototype.
I actually just today printed a kit card of that ship. Let me drop it in the server.
All right.
Where is it?
These are cool to see in life size.
I did the TIE Advanced, but I don't have a photo of it. Here's a TIE Interceptor.
The Interceptor model. All right, let's throw that up.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Pretty rad.
Multicolor prints are crazy.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But yeah, it's so cool. I didn't take all that many pictures. I did snap a picture of I'll go back to the museum page, but I think it's number 2 here. Yeah, Memphis Belle, this particular bomber that was more successful than any other in World War II, and just this. I can't even remember the name of what kind of plane that is, but it's the most insane thing. It's like crewed by 17 people. There are so many machine guns hanging off of it in every direction. The thing's a fucking fortress, and like on its way to a bomb target. Yeah, there's no approach angle where it doesn't have 3 machine guns pointed at you. And there's little guys in the little bubble turrets hanging down under the belly and sticking out of the sides. And I couldn't imagine riding in that thing. But anyway,
oh my God, no.
It's the most wild museum. Like I can't even start to explain to you.
Like you can't help but be like, I know, I get it. Because I was just going to say there's an aviation museum here in Manchester. It's very small. But they had this traveling thing come through with a P-51 Mustang from the Tuskegee Airmen.
Yes.
And it was fucking awesome. Like I was not prepared for my own reaction. Right? Like I was blown away. And I'm like, I am so surprised I'm having such a response to this.
I will say also one thing about everything in the museum is so good and so well handled. I'm super glad I went on a weekday. Because it wasn't that crowded, and the number of like school trip bunches of little children was minimal. But you can really get so close to everything, and all the information is great. The the Incom T-65 here does not have a placard, and neither does Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. So I was like, well, to my folks in RA, well, since these don't have a placard, let me just put on my docent hat for a second, and I'm going to tell you about this thing, the original model before the engine intake was redesigned. So anyway, I would just keep going. I have to go back because we went through sort of the first main hangar. And then we'd been there for like 45 minutes, and we were only planning on being there for a couple of hours. And I walked into the second one. My dad goes, there's a whole B-52 in here. And we weren't even to the modern hangar. And then space was after that. And I was like, oh, no. We're not going to get to see any of this shit.
I'm like, vastly underestimated.
FB-111 right over. Oh my God. Oh no, we got to go past it. I had to be like, Aria, listen, we're going to go, and you got to flag me. If you see something interesting to you, then I want to stop and read about it. But we just got to run. And she basically ran us straight through to space so she could be like, space shuttle cockpit. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? TIE fighter, My kid doesn't actually yell, what the fuck is that? But that was the look on her face.
Oh, I mean, spiritually, she's yelling it.
And from the gift shop, she collects like pins now. So from our Chicago trip, she started getting a pin from each museum.
Awesome.
Like
an
enamel pin, like a good one. And they didn't have cool enamel pins at this one, but she got like a pewter thing that is a B-2, the stealth bomber. That was the plane that spoke to her. And I mean, there is something about, the thing is like as big as a basketball court and so weird looking. And just to be there next to it, and I'm like, look at it. It almost looks like it's not reflecting any light. You know what I mean? The flattest flat black. It's so weird in person. And I was like, Aria, you got to understand, this thing is shaped such and painted with this stuff. So like nobody can see it on they still fly these fucking things. Anyway.
Yeah. Like the edge of space. Yeah. They're fucking insane. Man. Anyway. Okay.
Okay. Well, that's that.
That's a good pick. That's a fucking great pick.
If you're ever in Ohio.
Mine is the quad cortex. Like, who cares?
This is it sounds great. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly. I did just have the thought today that the next time, eventually, if I ever end up in Ohio, we're going to capture your amps.
Oh, yeah.
Like I could just throw this thing in my back pocket.
I have unique amps, and it's like, why the fuck not, right?
Why the fuck not?
Wild.
Yeah, anyway.
Well, if the next time you're in Ohio, we also need to do the Air Force Museum, because it's fucking free, you guys.
Oh, man.
As well, out of, like, this is, which I kind of feel like is a little bit of an apology, because we bought all this shit as citizens. In a sense.
Okay, yeah. Fair,
but it is really amazing, and
the Smithsonian's all free too. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's ours. I mean, they work for us. So it's the coolest thing if you're ever near South Central, Ohio, anybody. It's just I am close enough. I could fucking take an afternoon if I felt like it,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just to go be with the ties, walk amongst them.
That's right. Okay. That's the story, Morning Glory. So
I didn't update anyone's Patreon names. Too bad.
it's going to be what it's going to be. Hey, thanks for watching, listening. Hopefully you're watching because then you got to see a lot more of the Quad Cortex stuff. And if you weren't, go watch the replay on YouTube. Ba-da-dum. All right. Are we good?
Think so. I'm good.
I've pushed the button. Okay, guys, links in the notes. There isn't much there, but there is links to Discord where you get to see more pictures that we randomly share and potentially hang out with us while we record the show if you're at the right time of day.
What do you know?
Typically Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And the patrons. Special thanks to the patrons who support the show financially. They are...
The best.
Oh, God, are these guys the best? Hold me back. Just call me Steve. Strat Delandalexest, Boutique Built Mike Overdrive, Rabbi Bob, Binger Gaker, Carson Ricketts, Matthew Fenslaw, Ryzen Wolf, Begow69420, Andrew Walsh of Andrew's Alcove, Sean Wright of Lollygagger Effects, and Fendra Strat.
I gotta capture the canalia. See ya.
See ya.